Hello and welcome to Western Cinema Sunday. Cinema presents Bronco Billy from 1980, starring and directed by Clint Eastwood. Also in the cast is, of course, Sondra Locke and many others who I don't have their names of right now. Uh, Synopsis is kind of this is off of the top of my head. Bronco Billy is a showman, a struggling cowboy who has like a circus Wild West stunt show, and they travel from town to town. And the his traveling show is about to go bankrupt, so he kind of conjures up let's rob a train uh, shenanigans. So this is a Western comedy, modern. Uh, have you seen this film before? Deleted scenes.
I have not, but I have been aware of it. Yeah, played quite a bit on cable as a kid. It's one of those movies that I never got around to.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. All right. As much as we'd love to show you these here on the YouTube, we're still restricted by copyright law and the copyright guidelines infringement forced by YouTube. So this will be commentary only, but we do provide a screening room for you if you do not have a physical copy or can't find on streaming platforms. I heard Tubi's going. This might even be free on YouTube. You'll have to check it out. But it should be pinned at the top, right there, and we will get the film started. All right, I'm gonna load up the screening room. All right. You guys ready for Bronco Billy? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Hello in the chat, Tired Midnight Blogger himself, channel member Curtis Selby.
How you doing, Curtis? Geoffery Lewis. I forgot he's in this.
Number of actors that appeared in previous and future Clint Eastwood productions. Now, the director of photography on this movie is a fellow named David Worth, and if that movie sounds familiar to you, Mystery Science Theater fans, he was the director of Warrior of the Lost World.
You guys might recognize this guy from The Shining. Yeah, I would recommend Dancing with Rattlesnakes. It's nothing nobody should ever do.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that wasn't supposed to happen.
Hey, Gorilla, how you doing, pal?
Well, you almost had one. As you see, not much of a crowd and not exactly enthusiastic.
Yeah. Boy, this show's costing me a lot in China. Oh, I didn't say good China.
Mm.
Oops. Oopsies.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that wasn't supposed to happen. His turn to drive. Problem solved. Maybe. They're still broke, so we'll see.
Wow, insulting the guy. That's gonna go over far.
She needs to get married. If she loses the money, he needs to marry her so he can get the money. Everybody got that? No. Meanwhile,
Look at that Cadillac. Cadillac limo. A lot of these guys have been in other Clint Eastwood movies.
of course, the mechanic here's Hank Warden. It's in many of John Wayne's movies as well. And of course, those of you who have watched our program live from Spark Warden 21, you'll remember him from Twin Peaks as well.
Yep. He was in Every Which Way But Loose.
This makes me very angry.
That's a mild fabrication. Maybe not the best decision she's ever made.
Ow.
Hey, you're making me look bad, girly girl. That face. Well, haven't you seen that gal in an avocado mask before? Well, she's a very stuck up rich lady, supposedly.
Okay then. She's not getting married talking like that. Oh, wait.
$3 check. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Now he did it. Well, that was a big fly that landed on that pillow. It must have been a horsefly. John's gone. He long gone. He took the car and left your ass in Nowheresville.
He didn't think he set all this up.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Mm.
Oh, to the great 80s. They had payphones that were only costed a dime. Hello, Connie. Clearly, welcome.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
This Flying Nun sequel is weird. It's called Charity. Look into it. Yes, you must.
Uh-huh.
Improvising, are we? Have we got a timestamp for the folks, Bill?
Yep. 44:47.
Right on. Do you want to remind everybody once again that as much as we would like to, we cannot air the film live due to copyright. You can follow along on Cosme. Link is at the top of the chat. Mm.
Can I steal sports section? Harris murdered.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. The yeah, seeing as you're dead and all. Oh. Never seen a woman so dead. This High Plains Drifter sequel is weird.
Oh, gee, $500,000.
This is really very silly. Oh. Well, she's died. I gotta tell you honestly, guys, I did not expect a Josie Wales sequel to go this way. Yes, he was Curtis. Yeah.
Merle Haggard. You have to pull the stick out of her ass to have for her to have fun.
Yeah, kind of starting to look that way. You're right. Oh, look out. Fire! Jeez. I'm stuck. We should probably go. Yeah. Ernest Borgnine joins the fray.
Uh-oh, she's gonna lose her cookies.
Whoops.
Oh, he's got those
Oh, snap.
wild eyes.
Oh.
Hey, well, look, it's one of those things on the wall with a book that has numbers in it.
Huh. Well, yeah, look at that. Okay.
Here in Folsom Prison. You made that song about you?
Several different people. And outlived every single one of them. Okay. How about that?
Hail, Space Fraggle. Space Fraggle.
That this is canceled. Yeah, there was kind of a bit of a schedule mix up. We are on. Can we get Fraggle a timestamp?
Yeah. We're at 105:44. Yeah, it's next week that we're gonna take the week off. Next week.
No, he did. We saw it in Apocalypse Now. On PBY.
That's right.
We will not allow Lance to be besmirched in this fashion.
Never get off the boat. Never get off the boat.
We want to fight now because he'd already fought in the Civil War. Yeah, that he did.
Uh-oh, tough crowd. Uh-oh. Fire, fire, fire. I didn't know they had bonfires at this Midway. Oh, bad joke, I know.
Remember this one time we were up Missouri way, and she goes to The Greatest Showman. It's weird. Yeah. Well, no. Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Yeah, I kind of do. Well, being murdered and all.
Yeah. Don't forget gapped. You got gapped.
Well, almost.
Yeah, close to it.
Texas train.
We're gonna rob a train.
What?
Rob a train.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun.
Back in the old days, they always used to rob trains with horses. I didn't know a Cadillac could pass as a horse.
Well, today it is.
They ain't stopping. They ain't stopping.
I'm going to go out on another limb here, Bill, and say that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, hey. Yeah, we know a guy here. Hey, that guy. Wait. I'd rather go to the White Room, sir.
Is there a yellow brick road to get to that yellow room?
Okay there, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to tell him about the view.
Sure. It'll be fine. Well, I start now. Whoa. Hmm. Hey, that feller. Okay. Okay. This Salem's Lot sequel is weird.
No, it's Animal House 2. Don't you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He forgot the ladder.
Trying to shoot you
Oh,
from
or he'll shoot his eye out. What? I didn't know Streaks actually said that.
Hmm. Let's go around. Yeah, okay. This Gauntlet sequel is weird. George idea for Star Trek sure was different. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like it. Nope. Slight change in plan. Okay. Yeah. Let's go try not to try.
And that's Bronco Billy. I think if there's any scrolls, you could consult the scrolls.
All right. Consulting the scrolls, and of course by scrolls, I do mean imdbPRO. Let's see. Bronco Billy was released June 11th, 1980. Estimated budget of $5.5 million, going on to gross $24 million around the world. All right. On to the trivia. This was the final theatrical movie for art director Eugene Laurie. Antoinette is said to be turning 30 years old, where Sondra Locke was actually 36 at the time the film was made. A night shift guard in the insane asylum segment is whistling the song Any Which Way But Loose from the movie of the same name. And, of course, starring like half the people in this movie.
Yeah.
Sondra Locke's stand-in for this movie was 15 years her junior. And this was the fourth of 6 movies that Clint and Sondra Locke made together. Scatman Crothers has stated that his role as Doc Lynch was his second favorite after his role in The King of Marvin Gardens. One of a mini Hollywood cycle of studio movies involving modern country and western and rodeo characters made around 1979 and 1980, the others being Urban Cowboy and The Electric Horseman. The production shoot for this movie ran for less than 6 weeks and was completed around 2 to 4 weeks ahead of schedule. Sondra Locke says this is her favorite movie that she did with Clint. Clint Eastwood had said that principal photography on this movie was one of the most affable shoots of his career. The make and model of the car that Bronco Billy drove was a 1957 Pontiac convertible, according to publicity for this movie. Although IMCDB says that it was a 1960 Oldsmobile Super 88. Evil Dead fans know that car. Either way, the red painted vehicle is fitted with such chattels and fixtures as pistol door handles, bullhorns on the hood, and fake upholstered cowhide sheet covers. In her autobiography, Sondra Locke dubiously claimed that Clint Eastwood wanted Gordon Anderson, her husband of 51 years, to play Leonard. The movie was shot during the fall season of 1979. Beverly McKenzie was not quite 9 years older than her stepdaughter, quote unquote. Sondra Locke. Antoinette says her father died when she herself was 9 years old, which makes for implausible casting. Unsurprisingly, it had been Locke, an individual of boundless vanity, who recommended McKenzie for the role. This movie was shot on a very low budget compared to other movies made by Clint Eastwood, who tends to keep his movies fairly low budget anyway. The picture grossed around 5 times its budget cost at the box office, though Clint Eastwood considered this take insufficient. This was the 7th movie he made with Warner Brothers. A retrospective season of Clint Eastwood movies in 1980 by the Museum of Modern Art in New York City had this movie selected as its closing night movie. The movie's soundtrack featured 5 songs by prominent country and western artists such as Steve Dorff, Snuff Garrett, and Merle Haggard. This movie was shot entirely on location in 3 U.S. states: Idaho, Oregon, and New York. In this movie, and included on the soundtrack, Clint Eastwood sang a duet with country western singer Merle Haggard entitled Barroom Buddies. Leonard's line, "I think they must not have given you much love when you was a little girl," spoken to Antoinette in the truck, is an odd thing for a man to tell a woman some dozen years his senior. Okay. One of 2 1980 movies with Clint Eastwood. This movie was a minor box office hit, whereas Any Which Way You Can was a major box office hit. During a promotional interview with Us Weekly, Sondra Locke pretended she was 3 years younger than she was. And in a separate interview with the Canadian TV Guide, she pretended to be 6 years younger. She did weird shit like that. I don't know what that was about. All right. In real life, Gilbert M. Bronco Billy Anderson has been attributed as being the first movie star of the Western movie genre. When the gang goes out to kick up their heels, it shows them entering the ranch club with the big horse in front. This is a real place. That's its real name, and it's still open in Boise, Idaho. However, the interior that is shown is another bar about 3 miles away called the Dutch Goose. It is also still open. And there is still a hole in the door where Lefty LeBeau got his hook stuck. They never fixed the door. All right. The insane asylum is located in Old Boise on the VA campus. It has been many things, but since the late 1980s, it became an alternative high school. Clint Eastwood kicked Sondra Locke under the table when she couldn't work up tears for her crying scene in the bar. That was the extent of his direction.
Wow.
Okay. Wham! Yeah, you're crying now, ain't you? When John Arlington is hanging from the roof of the insane asylum, the security guard below is whistling the theme song from YouTube. Yeah, we've said that already. Okay. A couple of these repeat. Me trying to work through them here. Included amongst the American Film Institute's 2000 list of the 500 movies nominated for the top 100 funniest American movies. Say that 3 times fast. Okay. This one's lengthy. Stay with me. Okay. We're about to do some 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon type stuff here. Many of the actors and actresses with whom Eastwood directed and acted earlier in his career are in this movie. Sondra Locke, Bill McKinney, and Sam Bottoms were all in the outlaw Josie Wales. Locke and McKinney were also directed by Clint Eastwood in The Gauntlet and were in the comedies Any Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can without Eastwood's direction. Jeffrey Lewis and Walter Barnes first worked with Clint Eastwood as an actor and director in the Western High Plains Drifter. They reteamed just as actors in Any Which Way But Loose. Geoffrey Lewis first worked with Clint Eastwood in Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, and worked together again in Any Which Way You Can and Pink Cadillac. Eastwood later directed Lewis without appearing in Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Dan Vadis worked with Clint Eastwood in High Plains Drifter, The Gauntlet, Any Which Way But Loose, and Any Which Way You Can. When Dr. Canterbury tries to lead the patients in a cheer for Bronco Billy, there is a close-up of a man with long blonde hair and a beard. The man standing behind him is also the deputy in the scene in Sheriff Dix's office. So he's in. So the guy got two parts. Antoinette calls her ex-stepmother at 212-966-7058, a departure from the usual 555 prefix. The film was technically a box office success given its low budget, but proved a disappointment. The story is that Clint Eastwood and Sondra Locke blamed each other for their mutual failure. The movie is not that bad, guys. Get over it.
Yeah. There's been worse films than
I liked it. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Museum of Modern Art in New York City invited Clint Eastwood to present this movie at a special screening, essentially marking the acceptance of him as an American filmmaker of note. In 1978, Sondra Locke noticed that a portion of her hair was turning white. By September 1979, it extended back 4 inches from the forehead on both sides and apart. This age-related loss of hair pigment is clearly visible throughout Bronco Billy. Yeah, it looks good on you. I'm getting older. I like a little gray in the hair. A little maturity.
Well, we all can't be like Steve Martin, whose hair turned gray by the time he was 35.
Yeah. All right. All right. Filmed in Boise, Meridian, and Nampa areas of Idaho. The referral to I-80 was true at the time of filming. The exact designation was the I-80N. It was later changed to I-84 for clarity. Okay. Scatman Crothers' opening introduction speech was filmed in one take. When Crothers finished, Clint Eastwood called out, thanked him, and moved on to the next shot. Crothers was so appreciative that he broke down and wept because he thought that Eastwood was going to ask him to do it again. Crothers' previous film had been The Shining, where Stanley Kubrick famously made Crothers do 128 takes of the scene where he talks to Danny Torrance. And if there was any scene in The Shining that they didn't do at least 100 times, I'll be surprised. I don't know how anybody survived that film. All right, that's it. The scrolls are closed.
Okay.
Curtis says the FBI rates the show and they're all locked up in Alcatraz. Yeah, but then they would be able to escape. Or did they? It's up to you to decide.
Yeah, it's
you don't really know at the end of that movie if they got away or not. You know. Either way, they were never heard from again.
Yeah.
Never found any bodies after all those years. All right. So, Bill, what's coming up?
Well, next week we are going to put Western cinema on hiatus. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do the Ocho event with some NFL football game. Stay tuned. We will have action theater this Thursday. I would like to do I would like to do Falling Down. Been wanting to do it for a while. What do you say? What do you say there, Deleted?
I'm fine with that one. Yeah.
Okay. Then Falling Down for Thursday. Action Tater. You're welcome, Connie.
All right.
That's about it. That's about it for right now.
Cool. As for me, join me in about 2 hours and 45 minutes for tonight's episode of Unscripted, episode 88, entitled "Be the Competition." Last week I was a little vitriolic, I must say. I'll be honest. This week we're going to have a little more fun, because last week was about identifying a problem, and this week's show is going to be about coming up with solutions and being the solution to a problem. And so stay tuned for that. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. There will be no Other Side of Midnight tonight. Taking a little bit of a hiatus. I was going to take this week off anyway because I've much to do tomorrow and got to kind of keep it a bit of an early night. But so when that show returns, which will probably be sometime either mid or late December, or possibly first week of January, stay tuned. It's going to be back and better than ever. Tomorrow is the Regal Mystery Movie Night, or the AMC Seen Unseen, depending on which theater you go to. And Tuesday night, I am at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be joined by Sin's Corner, Off the Cover, and Kyle Corwith, and we are going to be reviewing whatever tomorrow night's movie might be. Also, right after that, 8:30 p.m., stay to my channel, and for Live from Sparkwood and 21, our Twin Peaks retrospective series, co-hosted by Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and NH Boomer. And we are going to be discussing the spin-off book, Twin Peaks: The Final Dossier. So you get to find out what happened to some of the characters after season 3. And of course, as Bill said, action theater, Falling Down with Michael Douglas and Robert Duvall. And join me later that night for the weekend update at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central, and find out when I am going to be doing after that. Well, one show that has already been confirmed, I'm going to be joining Big Al Presents this coming Friday at 8 p.m. for Films with Friends, and we will be watching Strange Invaders from 1983. Not Spaced Invaders. Strange Invaders. I got the two movies mixed up, and the movie that we're doing this week is actually the one I thought we were going to be doing the last time. I got mixed up.
How you doing, Big Al?
So, Strange Invaders from 1983 will be our movie. And of course, as I say at the end of every show, I want to once again thank everyone for joining us. Oh, and Al's with us in the chat. Hello, Al. I'd like to join. I'd like to thank everybody who joined us on Cosme in the live chat, especially. Curtis was the first here, so thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Al.
Gorilla Random Thoughts.
Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Space Fraggle was with us.
Yeah.
And DJ Play Nice, who I missed in the chat. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And let's see. Let me scroll up. I don't want to miss anybody. And okay. Yeah, that was it. All right. Anything like no. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bill.
As always, remember to be excellent to one another. Party on. We can't wait to see you on the next one. You have a great evening, folks.
And as I always say at the end of every show, thank you once again for joining us. And from HQ and our second home office in Arizona, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe. Support your local Wild West show, because this is how we win.